Hello, Atlanta Falcons fans. Today we have some exclusive news that you can't miss. So get ready because there's a lot of important information coming. Before we start, we'd like to take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Atlanta Falcons. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to those who are most passionate about the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Falcons sign linebacker Deablo. The former third-round draft pick has been a starter for the Raiders in some capacity since joining the NFL in 2021. The Atlanta Falcons have signed linebacker Deablo, the organization announced Friday. According to a report from NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, Deablo's deal is a 2-year, $14 million deal with $8 million guaranteed in year one. Rappaport first reported the news Tuesday, a day before free agency officially begins on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Deablo joins Atlanta from the Las Vegas Raiders, who drafted him in 2021. Deablo was a third-round pick out of Virginia Tech, going 80th overall. As a rookie, Deablo played in all 17 games, starting 5. He totaled 45 tackles, along with a pass deflection and a fumble recovery. In his sophomore season, Deablo started all 8 games he played in. A forearm injury suffered mid-season put him on injured reserve for the remainder of the year. In his limited time, Deablo made 74 tackles and a pass deflection. Deablo returned in 2023 and started 15 games, missing 2 due to a sprained ankle. Deablo broke the 100-tackle mark for the first time with 106 that year. He also recorded his first career sack, while adding 2 pass deflections and a fumble recovery. Last season, Deablo started 14 games, missing 3 with an oblique injury. He made 63 tackles, 2 pass deflections, and another sack. Deablo will be 27 when his rookie season with the Falcons begins. One likely reason the Falcons brought in Deablo is his speed. He was a safety in college, running a 4.45-second 40-yard dash at his pro day, but transitioned to linebacker when he reached the pros. That means he can be fast against the run as well as in coverage. Atlanta's linebacker room currently features Caden Ellis, Troy Anderson, and J.D. Bertrand. The group lost Nate Landman to free agency. Ellis remains the leader in terms of on-field production. Anderson has a lot of athletic promise but has been hampered by injuries. Bertrand, meanwhile, is just entering his second pro season, so his full contribution has yet to be determined. So at the very least, Deablo is a lanky backup with special teams experience and the potential to become more. Jaire Alexander on the Atlanta Falcons' radar. A strategic move to strengthen the secondary. In the NFL, few assets are as valuable as having an elite cornerback capable of shutting down opposing receivers. A prime example of this is the Denver Broncos, who benefit greatly from the presence of Patrick Surtain II, a true WR1 erasure. When healthy and at his best, Jaire Alexander of the Green Bay Packers has the talent to fill a similar role. While he doesn't have quite the same impact as Surtain, Alexander has built a respectable career with multiple Pro Bowl and All-Pro selections. Injury issues and contract situation. The big hurdle surrounding Alexander has been his availability. In the last 4 seasons, he has only managed to play more than 7 games in one of them. This injury history has raised concerns within the Green Bay franchise, which has led the Packers to consider a trade to free up salary cap space and reorganize their defense. According to NFL insider Ian Rappaport, on February 26th, the Packers officially signaled that they are open to trading the cornerback this offseason. With that, Atlanta emerges as one of the main potential destinations for Alexander, given the Falcons' urgent need to bolster their defense against the passing game. Urgent need in the Falcons' secondary. The Atlanta Falcons' pass defense was one of the team's biggest vulnerabilities in 2024. The franchise finished the season with the 22nd best passing defense in the league and ranked 25th in EPA per dropback, highlighting the need for reinforcements to raise the level of the sector. Given this scenario, adding a cornerback of Alexander's caliber is a tempting opportunity. His presence alongside A.J. Terrell would create one of the most talented cornerback duos in the NFC, potentially transforming the Falcons' defense into a more solid and confident group to face the league's top offenses. Falcons maintain a win-now mentality. In recent years, the Falcons have made it clear that their mandate is to compete at the highest level as quickly as possible. The team has consistently invested in high-impact defensive pieces in the first round of the draft and sought a veteran quarterback to lead the team last offseason, demonstrating their willingness to accelerate their rebuilding process. The acquisition of Kirk Cousins didn't pan out as expected, but that doesn't mean the team's approach will change. With several impact players still under rookie contracts and the hope that Michael Penix Jr. can elevate the offense, Atlanta has plenty of motivation to continue investing aggressively in pieces that can solidify their status as an NFC contender. With that in mind, the Falcons' front office undoubtedly sees the secondary as a priority area to strengthen. A potential trade for Jaire Alexander would not only make strategic sense, but it would also be a move in line with the team's mindset of seeking elite talent to accelerate its rise in the conference. Falcons bolster pass rush with signing of D. Morgan Fox. The Atlanta Falcons are still active in NFL free agency and have added another important name to their defensive line. Last Friday, the franchise agreed to a 2-year contract with defensive tackle Morgan Fox, in a deal that could reach $8.5 million, as reported by Peter Schrager of NFL Network. At 30 years old, Fox brings experience and consistency to Atlanta's group of pass rushers. At 6 feet 3 inches and 275 pounds, the defensive tackle has not missed a game in the last 6 seasons, demonstrating durability and reliability on the field. Recent history and performance. Fox spent the last 3 seasons with the Los Angeles Chargers, after a brief stint with the Carolina Panthers and 5 years with the Los Angeles Rams, where he began his NFL career. In 2024, playing for the Chargers, he played in every regular season game, recording 3.5 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, and 6 quarterback hits. While these numbers are down from previous years, Fox had productive seasons in Los Angeles. In 2023, he recorded 5.5 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, and 10 quarterback hits. In 2022, his best season statistically, Fox accumulated 6.5 sacks, 8 tackles for loss, and 11 quarterback hits, in addition to starting a career-high 12 games. Prior to his stint with the Chargers, Fox also had a solid year with the Los Angeles Rams in 2020, recording 6 sacks. Over his 8 seasons in the NFL, he played in 120 games, starting 34, and totaled 27.5 sacks, 33 tackles for loss, and 51 quarterback hits. The impact for the Falcons. The signing of Fox bolsters a sector that was one of the Falcons' biggest losses last season. In 2024, Atlanta finished with just 31 sacks, the second worst mark in the NFL. To change this scenario, the team had already invested in the signing of former Bills outside linebacker Leonard Floyd for $10 million, and now adds another veteran to the group. Despite these moves in free agency, the pass rush remains an area of need for the Falcons. With the 15th overall pick in the 2025 draft, the team should still consider adding a young talent to complement the rotation and ensure more impact in pressuring the opposing quarterback. Atlanta is clearly committed to strengthening its defense. It remains to be seen whether these new pieces will be enough to transform the area into a strong point next season.